So this is my second YouTube channel. I really appreciate you coming in and checking out this live stream. This channel is solely dedicated to helping agents and professionals with their video and just really a good ecosystem for learning how to help yourself with video and how you help yourself get better leads and more business. And so the guests that I have on today do a phenomenal job of getting business through video and leveraging that piece of their business. I myself have a YouTube channel that I've taken from very little subscribers up to about 1,700 subscribers, and I'm getting leads left and right, almost $5 million of business a week just from my YouTube channel. So I felt it was time to start an awesome channel to help other people with this. So I am going to jump on here and I'm going to bring in two of my favorite people. Oh, there we go. There it is. Oh, let me get this back. Where'd we go? There it is. Okay. So I got Matt Mittelstadt. I messed it up already, man. And then Sondra Richard. I muted them. Oh, okay. They're back. They're unmuted. All right. Re-welcome Matt and Sondra. How are you guys doing today?
Doing fantastic. How you doing, Jeremy?
Fantastic. Now, Sondra, you are in the great state of Baton Rouge.
Yeah, I'm in the great state of Louisiana. Goody Baton Rouge.
Matt and I are both in the Austin area in the best state in Texas. Cheers, Matt.
Cheers, man. Hook 'em horns.
That's right. So all three of us do a lot of video and we leverage video. So I got people jumping in and ask questions. Ask all your questions. Start getting them in. I have some preloaded questions I want to ask Matt and Sondra. But I want to hear from you as well. So we will start answering your questions as soon as we get one question out the door. Matt, actually, let's start with Sondra. Sondra, you do a ton of video. Let's tell the folks what type of video you do and how you're getting leads from it.
Well, I do a lot of Facebook Live, you know, and when I do it, I shoot from the hip. Okay, I don't have anything planned. I just show me. You know, I'm very natural about that. And I've gotten, I mean, a lot of leads from, you know, of course, I have a lot of SOIs out there because I've been in the business over 22 years. So with that being said, everybody shares these videos instantly. And I don't know, I probably average, if I had to guess, I probably average extra 10 leads a month just doing that, strictly off of Facebook Live.
Just from Facebook Live. That's quite impressive. All right. So Matt, you're the 10X agent. You have a large team. Tell us how you are leveraging your video and what video you're doing.
Yeah, Jeremy. So, you know, one of the things, even before I started my team, what I did is I started doing video in the early days, and I would provide video content that wasn't just always about real estate. I would do motivational videos. I would do, you know, self-help videos, and those videos I did that to kind of brand my name and actually help people. And so started doing those videos. And then when I created a team, I realized that, hey, listen, you know, the video is so powerful. So what I've done is train my agents to go out there and every moment, just kind of like Sondra, like, don't worry about, you know, the script of it or anything like that. Just shoot from the hip, turn on the camera, because what video does for you, especially if you're an agent, I also saw a question about a lender, is it shows who you really are. And that's what people want. People want to deal with people that they like and they trust, okay? So don't try to be fake. Try to be yourself. Don't worry about it. I had one guy one time, Jeremy, you're going to have haters out there. This one guy one time when I had hair, I had this little bitty piece of hair right here, and he told me it looked terrible. And, you know, then my wife was like, you should really shave your head. So I did, you know, but that type of stuff, you know, I don't care. Like, I am who I am, and I want my customers to know who I am. I want them to know that I'm real. And so that's what I do. I just shoot from the hip. And, you know, we'll talk about a couple other things on, you know, different things you can use in real estate for your video. But one of the biggest things that I use is being able to take the customer through the house and make them feel like they're walking directly through it. and we'll go over some other things. But yeah, I use video in a lot of different ways.
Awesome. So the first question Meredith put up here that I'm going to go through, and we got a lot of people jumping in questions, which is fantastic. So we might not even get to all of our fun questions that I had. So this is a great question. What type of engagement gets the most leads? And so obviously I have a YouTube channel. I started doing just straight listing videos. And from those listing videos, I really wasn't seeing any traction. I talked to a good friend, Christina Smallhorn, and I was like, I am not getting any traction on my YouTube channel. I'm hitting my head against the wall. And she's like, well, look at your content. Your content is just listings. People want to understand things. They want value. And she's like, a listing video is good value for one property, but you're not really giving value. And so as far as engagement, you need to be giving value. And so I changed my YouTube channel to talk about what you need to know about moving to Austin, what you need to know about moving to Texas, where to buy. And so that engagement has gotten me a ton of business and a ton of people wanting to, work with me specifically. It's a lot easier to work with somebody that wants to work with you and you've never met them. And that's the greatest part about video for me is I was pounding the phones. Those people don't really want to hear from you at that time when they're running their kids to soccer practice. But if they're sitting there at soccer practice watching you getting value, they want to work with you. And so that's what I found value in. Sondra, what types of videos do you think are getting you the best engagement?
Well, I definitely don't shoot a lot of real estate videos. I don't. It's kind of boring. Well, I don't walk through a house and go, here's the kitchen, here's the living room. Different things that are happening right then and there from what's really trending. So if I can see, like, I'll look at Twitter and I'll see what's trending. And, I don't do the politics thing. So it's not about that, right? Won't trend about that. But sometimes it's National, Chocolate Day, or National Margarita Day or something. And I'll go and do that. And you'll be surprised. I get a lot more action and likes and people paying attention by doing something that's not even related to real estate. I do. It works. Let's see. Hey, Sondra, what do you think Facebook Live works so well for you and versus other platforms? Why does it work so well for me? Probably because I really don't know YouTube, to be honest with you. I know Christina Smallhorn lives in my backyard. I don't know that one too good. So, but I mean, Facebook Live is just easiest for me. It's the easiest. It's quick. I don't have to edit. I can just, like I said, shoot straight from the hip. People are watching right then and there. Sometimes I will mix it up and do a video, and not always live, and then post that later on. But it just works for me.
Matt, this is a good question because you do some live streaming. Oh, I'm messing it up. There we go. It's a learning process in here. So Matt, you do a different live videos and you do Instagram. To answer this question, which is better for your engagement?
So my mindset is to be omnipresent. So I don't really just choose one area. So when I do a video, it goes onto Facebook, it goes onto Instagram. I use all the platforms. It goes onto LinkedIn. I use all the platforms, Twitter. I just want to be omnipresent. I want to be in everybody's face at every moment of the day. But one of the things on one of your questions you just asked, like what video really works where we get a lot of engagement, is almost exactly what Sondra is saying as far as, like different topics. But what we found, especially if you're a realtor and you're, some agents like to stay in one general area. And if you're that agent, and Meredith's question there, what type of videos bring the most engagement? If you're in a certain area and you like to basically farm a certain area, then you need to be, the mayor of the town. I know you guys have probably heard that before. And the way you're the mayor of the town is by going to local businesses. We do videos at pizza shops, the ice cream shop, all these food trailers, things of that nature. And we engage with the community and we shoot those videos because what we're doing is we're promoting their business, okay? And by doing that, we're also showing that we are the professionals in that area and we know where the local shops are, where the grocery stores are, where the great snow cone place is. So those are what gets you the most engagement. Nobody wants to see you talk about yourself. I'm going to give you guys a little nugget here. Every morning, everybody tunes into the same radio station. That radio station is WIIFM, and that stands for what's in it for me. So you have to remember that that's what the customers look at. What's in it for me? They don't want to know that they know you're a realtor. They don't want to know that you're great at your job and this and that. They want to know that you're the professional in the area, and so you have to give them that content. Okay.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. Connor, I love you, Connor. Good friend of mine from San Diego. What's your favorite video you've ever done? I get a very similar question because I do a lot of YouTube video, and the question I usually get, which is very relatable, is that what video gets you the most business, right? And I think that's the most relatable question or answer question to this is because the video that does the most and gets you the most business is the one that's going to be your favorite. I mean, did you agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
100%. I mean, if it works, why fix it? It's a great video. So
yeah, I would say so. My favorite video that I've done a lot. I've had favorite videos. I've loved this video. I put a lot of heart and soul, especially all the time it takes to edit a YouTube video, and then it hits, and I'm sitting there like, oh, it's gonna do good, and then it does nothing, and then I put a video out that I hate, like editing it. I'm just like, oh God, just get this video over with. I'm like done making overlays. I put the video out. I don't even look. And I come back and it's trending my #1 video, comments galore. And it's just like, okay, well, that's what people wanted to hear. And a lot of it comes down to where to buy. And that's for me. So if you're doing video, where to buy, in this industry, where to buy is one of those videos. Or if you're giving somebody value about a specific, like Matt said, about a specific area of town or what shops are close to this neighborhood, stuff like that. People love that. So Sondra, what's your favorite video you've ever done?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of fun videos that I've done, but somebody also asked me, like, what was the most views you got on a video? So in 2016, when we flooded here in Baton Rouge and the surrounding parishes, I had done a video where I was informing. It was very, very informative about how FEMA can help, what the mayor wasn't doing, what the councilman, and et cetera. And I filmed a lot of things through there that were live at that time. And that went extremely viral and had 97,000 hits on it. And I was like, whoa. So I discovered from that flood and helping my community that's what I've always done. I just finally got recognized for it. I finally know what to do. I've always helped my community. I am the digital mayor of my community.
There you go.
That's good. So yeah, and I think that's one of the greatest things about you and your video, Sondra, is that you spend time. You spend a lot of time helping people, and I think that's what people like, right? They like to feel like they're a part of your story, and your live videos, when I watch your live videos, I am a part of your story. I'm now a Cowboys fan. I now love everything LSU. I'm like, oh, okay, what's going on in Sondra's world? So you have a very infectious personality. Connor asked this question. So Matt, what do you think? What's the favorite video you've ever done?
So one of my favorite videos I ever did was a State Farm video. We were helping a State Farm agent in or a location in San Marcos, Texas, and we basically had it where I was, driving my vehicle, and I had my videographer, filming me, and I was singing that song. It was real popular. The song, kind of like what Sondra says, trending, was that. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. You guys know the song, right? So,
right.
Oh yeah.
So I'm driving, and then I've got one of my agents that's walking down the sidewalk, and he's a little bit wobbly. Maybe he had some alcohol in him or something. I don't know, but I go to turn down this alley, and I hit him. And when I hit him, he flies back. And then all of a sudden I'm like freaking out, and I look, and I'm like, oh, you okay? You okay? And then I look up, and it says State Farm. And no, it said, I'm sorry, it was Allstate. You're in good hands. And we had the over voice on that. And I'm like helping them. And then I ran into the insurance and I basically told them, I said, hey, I need help, whatever. And they said, that's okay. You're in good hands. And so I was able to promote the video for them and help them get business. And in return, they sent me a couple referrals.
Awesome.
They had clients. And here's what we learned when we started doing, if you run a team or if you have people doing team videos, is we learned we could have fun with them. We were able to have fun, and that engaged people by doing that. Because just like, if you're watching somebody do a video and if it's not funny, the great thing about Sondra is I watch her video. I don't know what's going to come out of her mouth next. And I'm like, I'm waiting for it, And then with Jeremy, Jeremy is so good with his editing skills, I'm like, man, how did he get that background behind him? Like, you know what I mean? So we can all learn something about each other. And that's why I like that Jeremy started this channel, because you're going to be able to get little golden nuggets, okay, that you're going to be able to go implement into your business. Now, the important part is you take the golden nugget and you take action on it. If you don't take action, it's not going to work. So I'm very thankful, Jeremy, for starting this channel and being able to allow us to come on, because one of the things that I know you, Sandra, and you, Jeremy, and a lot of the agents that we work with is we all have passion for real estate, but our number one thing is we have passion for helping people. I know that my gift from God was to help people grow. And that right there, I'm getting chills right now, man. I can show you here on the camera. It's a super passion for me. Yes, I love selling real estate, make money, all that type of stuff. But at the end of the day, I love helping customers and I love helping agents grow, because I know that if you put anything down on paper and you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything in this entire life. So anyway, sorry, I went on a rant there, but it's part of my passion.
My son's crashing our live stream here. I got a really good question here I want to answer from Melissa Hudson. Hi, Melissa. Love you to death. Gosh, we have some great questions on here today.
I know Melissa.
So, yes, she's phenomenal. So, what about quick cell phone videos? I'm camera shy. I don't want to drag on and look uncomfortable. That's a good point. So, both of you do a very good job of kind of working on the fly. I've done live videos and I worked on the fly. Do you think there's some level of preparation that you give to do those videos? And how do you not feel so shy? I'll start with you, Sondra.
Oh, well, let's see. I probably got over my shyness maybe about 40 years ago. I also have a karaoke DJ business. So, my shyness was helping me get over that was alcohol. And I have a couple of drinks I got through with the stage fright. So, but it will still happen. Don't get me wrong. It'll still happen. You still get a little, clammed up going, okay, what I'm going to do. But listen, nothing's perfect. You just take out your cell phone and you just start. If you don't implement and start somewhere, you're never going to start. Right. You can hit that live button and go, hey, this is Sondra. Welcome to blah, blah, blah. Oh, I just screwed up. Oh, please don't laugh at me. You just change it around and go, I messed up. I'm not perfect. And you're going to see more people glued to you than turn you away.
I think that's one thing. That's a huge point. The more you're real, right? If you're nervous and you're like, oh, I'm so nervous to do this in my first live video or whatever, don't make fun of me. Those little comments drive so much more engagement than if you just were like, I'm at 175 Banana Street and here's a house, right? Matt, what's your take on it?
So, I know Melissa, she's in the Austin area. And one thing I'd tell you, Melissa, is think about all the customers that you sit in front of, okay? And they like you, they love you, they trust you to help either sell your house or, buy a house. Show the world why. Show the world why they like you and why they trust you and why they love you, and give you that opportunity to help them with the biggest decision, one of the biggest decisions in their entire life. Just put it on. Don't be shy of the camera and just show them why. You spent all that time to get in front of that one customer. Show the world why you are the right agent to help them with their housing needs. So don't be afraid. Just like Sondra says, just click the on button and go.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right. So, Dave Marvin, hello, Dave. How many of your leads come from videos compared to other online leads? So, for me personally, it would be probably 100% of my business. At least 80% of my overall business comes from video now, just from my YouTube channel. On a daily basis, I have a Chime website that we got through Real. And so from my Chime website, I probably see minimum 8 leads. A lot of them are coming into my YouTube channel. They see my YouTube channel. They click into they come into my website. They register. So I'm seeing, there's one right there. And then I'm getting direct calls. So I would say per day, I'm getting 15-ish leads. Is converting to about $5 million of the business a week. So for y'all, what do you think compared to other methods? How much your business is coming from leads? We'll start with Sondra again.
I am 100% video. Nothing from your signs. You know, some people still look old school. We'll put a sign up. A sign is just so people drive by and see your name. They don't really buy a house from a sign in the yard anymore, or a flyer from back then. But you can still do all those things. But I'm telling you, video, that's just what it's at. I mean, all of my business is from there. And all I know is in 2014, I wasn't doing a lot of video. And I was making, let's see, I'd be lucky if I made $100 grand that year in commission. Watch this. In 2014 and 2016 came, and my world turned upside down from a disaster. I tripled my income doing strictly video, and it woke me up at such a late age. Hey, as long as you wake up, right? You implement, you make something happen, it'll come around. And I'm telling you, I live with that video. I don't do it as much. I always do 3 times a week. Sometimes they say 3 times a day. I was doing it 6 or 7 times a day, but you know, I kind of backed off of that. And video is just where it's at, 100% for me. It totally changed my life. I can tell you that right now.
That's pretty impressive. Wow, that's. Yeah. And I think, you know, I'll say for me, and I'll let Matt jump in. So I retooled my YouTube channel starting really in December. It took until June. And so it took 5 months of constant video, one video a week. And during COVID, I saw another agent who had a second channel doing something else, and they were pounding out videos. And at the time, you know, I'd been on this long streak of doing videos, and I was like, COVID, I can't do anything. Nobody wants to hear about real estate. And then I saw him pumping out videos, and I said, you know, all right, I can either choose 1 to just roll over, or 2, pump out content. And if people don't see it today, they're going to see it in 6 months. June rolled around, and my phone has not stopped ringing. So I can tell you from my experience, jumping into video was the biggest thing I could have ever done. Yes, it takes time, but doing it has gotten me way better. And your story is a phenomenal story. Matt, let's hear about you. You don't do any videos, so let's hear about, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So, you know, a lot of my video is, you know, a daily thing, to where if I'm in front of, you know, something, you know, if I see something, I'm turning on the video. And I would say that most of my leads that are sphere of influence, what I'm doing is I'm creating brand recognition. That's like my number one focus when I do video. It's not so much for leads, and I know that's why we're on here. It's more of, hey, when somebody thinks about real estate, I want them to think about me. And so that's what I do with my my branding and my videos. I have gotten calls from people. I just got one the other day from a connection that I have from old business that I was in. I was in the manufactured home business, and they called me and they said, "Hey, we've been seeing you out there killing it, seeing your videos and this and that, and we want to give you all of our spec listings." So, the mobile home dealership buys land, they put in the improvements, they put the mobile homes out there, and then I list every one of them. So last week I listed 4 spec homes, and I've got more coming. So that relationship there was built off of, my busyness, of showing that I'm doing stuff. So every time we close a home, I make sure every one of my agents has one of our signs and takes a picture with them, even if they just signed the contract at the new builder, or even if they're at closing, they're taking a picture there. If they're in front of the house, they're taking a picture there. We have thousands of those pictures, and we post it. And then I tell all my agents, share it, even if it's a picture. I know we're talking about video, but share it, love it. You never want to like it. There's a little hack there. Facebook does nothing for a like. They would like to see the heart. So just so you know. And then I make sure that everybody is sharing it. So then it's getting all those shares and their people are seeing it. And then I'll have friends that share it. So just constantly seeing my brand, and that over time has built and done exactly what Sondra has done. I remember back in, I think it was 2012, and I came up with the 10X agent brand, and people thought I was silly, right? But now if you ask somebody, if somebody meets me, they don't know me by Matt. They know me as the 10X agent. I have a tattoo on my arm. Okay. So it's constant branding. Okay. Constant branding. So to your question is, I use the branding part of the video. And if you have a brand, if you have something, use that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to learn from these guys on how they're getting so many leads from that source, Right. And so that's what this channel's about, is to learn off of each other. So video can be done in a lot of different things, for leads, for branding, all kinds of things.
So we got a good question on here from Sarah. And I think this question is probably the hardest question, or the hardest part of video. It's not the filming of the video. Really, it's not the editing of the video. It's how do you come up with your content? And how do you strategically do that? Do you pick a day? Do you plan year? So I'll say from my perspective on what I do, and I'll let you guys jump in a second. With my YouTube channel, what I do is I have 4 rings of content, right? I have Texas content, Austin content, suburbs, and buying in Austin, or fun things about Austin. So I have 4 rings of content. And I do one of those videos every other week. Or once a week. So 1 video a week, 1 video a week, 1 video the next week. So over a month period, you're going to see 4 videos, all 4 different content, and then it goes to the next. So I have an idea of what content I'm already going to do, coming up with the script, coming up with what to say. Look, if you mess up on what I do in YouTube, it's totally fine. Just reshoot, redo it. It's a lot harder to try to do. I wouldn't say it's hard to do a live video, but live videos are more off the cuff. So there's a different strategicness there, and I'll let them answer how they do that. But for me, I kind of know weekly what my content's going to be for the next week. I usually start on Monday. I start writing down what I'm going to do. I come up with ideas. I do the research. It usually takes me about 4 hours to come up with a good content of what I'm going to do. It takes me usually about an hour to shoot, because now I use this green screen, and that's partly to do with COVID. And then it takes me probably about 14 hours to edit. And so I do that throughout the week. I try to have it done by Friday. That way I don't spend all weekend obsessing over the fact that I haven't done a video while I'm trying to show clients properties. So that's how I do it. But if you want a good way to come up with content, I will give a massive secret right here. I'm going to get everybody in here. Here's the massive secret. If you're in any moving to groups, listen to the questions people are asking in the moving to groups, whether it's moving to Texas, moving to Baton Rouge, moving to Dallas, moving to wherever. Listen to the questions and understand the questions that people are asking. Because what happens is that question is something probably other people are thinking. So if you can take that question and take it into content that people will want to hear, you've upped your game in an immense way. I'll let you guys jump in. Go ahead. Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, so I am a straight shoot from the hip type guy. If I'm going to do, like, let's say I'm going to do a video on a pizza shop, okay? I'm going to go into the pizza shop. I'm going to ask what makes you different from, the other pizza joints in town? Like, what's your specialty? What's your favorite pizza? So then I gather a little bit of information, and then that's in my head how I create the content to shoot the video. And then I guess it's just from doing videos so long, I just shoot from the hip and start talking and go. As far as like if I'm going to do something motivational, like who doesn't want to hear something motivational? There's so much negativity nowadays. Like people want to hear motivational stuff. So what I'll do is I'll come up with I'll Google search, motivational, whatever motivation I want. If it's motivational sports or if it's motivational business, I'll come up with a quote. And then I might come up with 2 quotes. And then I'll take that quote, I'll memorize it, and then I'll create a script based on that quote. Like I said, I'm not like Jeremy where he edits for 14 hours. I use quick little editing tools that I use. And, one of the things that I would love to learn from Jeremy, and I know I'm on here, is with YouTube, I have a YouTube channel that I started when I first started in real estate. I have 121 videos on there. They're all motivational videos. You can go check it out. It's Matt Mittelstadt. I got like 4 subscribers, right? Woo! But hey, listen, that YouTube channel, I never figured out. The key I never figured out, and I'm sure there's some listeners on here as well, is how do you get people to view it? Like what tags do you have to put in? What makes somebody, when they go in and search like something, to get to your video? So that's what I would like to know as well.
I'll answer that in a second. I'll let Sondra jump in here on this. Sondra, when you come up with your content, what's your process and what do you do?
Well, I try to shoot every Wednesday between 7 and 9 p.m. because that's when everybody's home, believe it or not.
Wow.
And then you have to shoot on Saturday morning between 10 and 11. That's when college game day is on and people are watching too, believe it or not. And then I do shoot on a Sunday night, Sunday evening, 6 to 9. So I try to do, like I said, 3 times a week, but I'm always going to do that Wednesday. That's when we're always watching. It used to be 3 to 4 in the afternoon. I guess maybe people would, after lunch hour, I don't know, slow down at work and kind of look at Facebook. I don't know what they would do, but it's more in the evening time now, which is great, And my contents, it just depends on what's going on for the week. I look and see what's going on for the week. I have some things hanging in my office over there. And if y'all hear that noise, that's the AC people here. They're putting AC in my house. Yeah, I couldn't get to my office in time. So I have a yearly calendar with all the national days. And there's so many national days, it just make you want to throw up, to be honest with you. So I just pick really, really important national days, National Pancake Day is important, chocolate, martini, margarita, that's all important. And then whatever's new coming to the, what's happening in my parish. And we have parishes, you guys have counties. Well, everybody has counties. We're the only ones with parishes. So my biggest thing is I'm also, watching the weather. Weather's we've only had like maybe 19 hurricanes in the past, 2 months. So,
I feel like you're almost crying wolf with these hurricanes, though. It's like the big one's coming, and then it's like, oh, it's a baby. So you're not going to be ready for the big one. I hope that's not the case. Yeah.
Well, it seems it's different now. The category 4s and 5s are the big mamas that are going to blow you down, huff puff, blow you down. It's now the cat 1, 2s, and 3s that spin off the tornadoes. There's still people in Lake Electricity right now. We're looking at each other, okay? And that's been months, So I'm very involved. Like I said, that's how I stay very involved with my community. And then, kind of look what's ever happening around town. I'll see it on Facebook or I'll read it or somebody will let me know. And I'll just run over there real quick to the restaurant, interview them. You want to talk? Talk about your business. It's what I do.
Love it. So I'm gonna answer Matt's question, and the reason why I picked this question from Tim Macy is it correlates. So everyone thinks it's about tags. Your title. The title is super important. The tags not so important. But the biggest piece of getting people to click on your content and watch your content is what Tim just asked right there. What's the best tool for thumbnails? So I use a program. It's like, I think $10 a month. It's called PicMonkey. And that's how I create my thumbnails. The thumbnail is the number one thing you can do to get people to click on your video. It's not the title. It's not the tags you put in. The thumbnail is the most important piece because people are scrolling. They're scrolling. And if they just see your face like this in front of a home, they're like, okay, whatever. But if they see your face in front of a home and it's on fire, you're like, whoa, what's going on here? Yeah. Right. And so I'll say, one of the thumbnails I recently did, and I could probably pull the thumbnail up on here, but it'd take a second. So I did a market update for Austin. And so you would think a market update, nobody's going to watch a market update. I've seen so many agents put out market updates, right? Here's what's going on. We had 10,000 homes sell, blah, blah, blah. And it's boring. It's annoying. I hate it. I hate boring content. And these two know about how important it is not to be boring, right? So I hate boring content. So what I did is I put a picture of Austin, a city, and then my face went like this, right? And then the thumbnail had, it said, welcome to Austin, and it had fire all around it. It has been my most CTR, which is click per whatever view, my highest one, because they see the sign of Austin on fire. They come in, I'm giving them good information about the market. I'm not giving them the basic, oh, well, like, can you believe this? I'm going to tell you about this. I'm going to tell you about that. And so the content in that video has been phenomenal for me. And that's why people, so I think, talking about videos, that I think that's been one video that people click in and then they start watching other content. Another video I did was the real stuff you must know about moving to Austin. Talk about views. I've got 25,000 views on that video, and majority of people that come in saw that video first, and then they watch all the rest of your content. So I always tell people, especially on YouTube, it's not one video that's going to make or break your channel, but there's going to be one video people got to come in on, and then they got to start clicking the rest of your content. So if you put one video out, it's not going to do anything. Especially if you do one video a month, that's not going to help you. And so the one thing that's great about the two on this channel, Sondra and Matt, is that you are both consistent about your content. And I think the most important thing, other than your thumbnail, other than everything, is your consistency. Had I not put one video out a week, my channel would not have gone up to 1,700 subs in this amount of time. So to answer that question, sorry it took so long. I'm boring, I know. Let me find another good question on here. Did we ask this one, Dave? Conversion rate. That's a good one. What are your conversion rates? So people watching video, I think we've kind of answered this one. Love that expression, Jeremy. I don't know what you're talking about, but I love that you love that expression. Don't know. I don't know what it was. Okay.
It was
that's Rebecca. She's out of Dallas. She's fantastic. She says hello to Christina. Tags are not, and Christina. So Christina's my mentor. Oops, cat's out of the bag. Tags are not worth the time that people put into them. And she's very right. And I think there's a lot of people that are, especially on YouTube, try to sell you on, buy this program. We're going to get you the best tags and the best titles. That's the stuff that gets stuck on the bottom of your boots, if you know what I'm saying. Can you see me? There we go. So don't buy, and that's one thing. The great part about video, and here's the one thing I think most agents make, and maybe you can actually comment on this. I think the one mistake agents make is they hear, this will get me business. This will get me business. This will get me business. And they go and they pay for it, and then it makes them no money.
I'm guilty. Yep. Yep.
So
I'm guilty of that.
So Sondra, I want to hear from you. You've probably purchased products.
Mm-hmm.
Is video been the best thing you've done for the least amount of money?
Oh yeah. All the way around, hands down. Hands down. I just need to learn that YouTube thing, Like I say, and Christina, I didn't realize Christina Smallheart was on here. And I tell you what, she's tried, but she's been very, very busy. But you know, I've tried to do stuff with my little YouTube channel, but I did the wrong thing. I hired somebody to get up subscribers. You know, I don't know how all that works. So maybe I can.
Hey, Sondra, you don't need nobody. Your expressions do it all. So just keep doing those. You know, and we'll be good to go. You know, stop paying them people. You got it. It's in your blood.
Do it again. Let's see it. Hello. Do it. Do a hello.
Hello.
Get out there and do a gumbo video. You know, gumbo and that flounder fishing. That flounder fishing you've been doing. See, I've never even met Sondra besides online, and I know more about her. I know that she loves Jesus. I know that she's got a boat. I think it's your boat. And
Had a boat.
I know she likes gumbo. I know she loves to help people. So me just watching her videos has given me, you know, so much about Sondra. Now imagine if you're an agent out there, if you could do that, they're going to know so much about you. When it's time to buy real estate, they already know you. So let's go ahead and buy from Sondra. She likes gumbo. She has a boat. She has funny faces. We're going to have a good time. You know what I mean? So, hey.
You got to have some fun doing this. It can't always be serious. If it's not serious, go back to school.
Yeah.
Have some fun doing this.
They're real serious in school now.
Oh, yeah.
I think that, I mean, that's a great point because it leads to Dave's question, higher conversion rate. I think the thing that people don't realize is the more content that you put out, the more people watch you. They'll be what's called a ghost follower. You will not know who they are. They will know everything about you. Like Sondra, Matt, I feel like I know everything about you guys because I see all your video content. It's more fun to watch your videos than for me to read the caption on a picture you put out, right? And most people are the same way. So it's really important that you're consistent. So any tips from you two on what you do video? What would be your biggest tip? I'll start with you, Sondra, because I feel like you haven't talked enough.
I've talked plenty. Biggest tip for video? Well, I guess, oh Lord, that's a good one though. You know, when you, let's say you're doing a listing, okay, the listing's hitting the market. You got to do your disclosures first. I do the disclosures first because every agent's watching you, and then you just got to have some fun with it. I do carry the right microphone on my iPhone because I have this case on here, right? So, but I don't carry anything else. I don't carry the lights and all that stuff. So I just make sure that you can hear, everybody can hear me. I wait for people to come on. Your batteries, if you're going live now, your battery cannot be below 75%. I will tell you that now, or you will not pick up the crowd. You will not pick up the audience at all. Battery will start draining really quick. And this is a one of them 11 things, it's one of them top of line ones. So
yeah, and those go even faster now, even though they got more battery.
Yeah, 14's around the corner, isn't it? Like tomorrow?
Yeah. Matt, what's your biggest tip or tool that you use?
Yeah, so I just dropped in the link something that I've sold probably 5 or 6 homes this year off of out-of-state buyers. Like Jeremy said, the Austin market's hot. People are moving to this state. And so I've sold a house from on video from Seattle, from San Francisco, from West Virginia. They're all coming here, okay? It's cheap to live here compared to where they live, and heck, it's the great state of Texas. So I use a app called QuickPage, okay? It's like $29 a month, but it's the most amazing app you'll ever use because if you shoot the video from your phone, okay, it will save it on your phone, and then you upload it into QuickPage. You can do all this right away. It compresses the video, and then you can create a list. Let's say you have a list of prospects you're prospecting. Let's say you have a list of realtors that you're trying to get come to your team or whatever. You can prospect to them. You can add them inside. It's almost like its own little CRM, and then you can send video email out to them, and you can also copy the link like I just did there and send them the video through there. Now, every time that they click on the video, it's going to notify you that they're looking at that video. And what are you going to see? You're going to see the title of the video. So what I've been using is I've been using it to further the process of commitment with the customer. And it's been working really well. So let's just say that I'm with a customer and we look at 5 different houses and they said, hey, this is the perfect house. And let's just say that they're not ready to make an offer right away, which in this market, people, they don't have that choice, okay? But let's just say they weren't ready, okay? The first thing I'm doing is I'm taking my DJI Osmos 4, okay? I've bought every other equipment. I bought the Osmos, the Mini. Nothing does better than this, in my opinion, and this iPhone, the newest iPhone, okay? I take this and I say, hey, you know what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to go ahead and shoot a video for you. They have no idea that the video is going to look really good. I said, hey, I'm going to shoot a video. So when you go home tonight and you're thinking about it, you can go ahead and look at the video. So it clips on like this magnetic, okay? And then you push this here, all right? And it's going to flip up on its own. Then you can turn it this way, okay? You shoot the video directly through here, through the DJI app that comes with this. This product here is $150, okay? Well, the new one is like $195 or something, but anyways, under $200 for this. Then what I do is I take, and I'll drop in the comments here some quick page videos that I've done so you can watch it. I take the video from the phone, I go to the quick page app, I click on the camera, I upload the video, I create a title, which usually if it's a house I'm doing, I put the address, and then I send it to them, and then I know they're doing it. I know that they're looking at it. Here's the other thing I do, is if they are a buyer, which I'm going to drop this link in here, if they are a buyer that just purchased the home, I'm directly going right back out there to the house, okay? Before they leave, I'm having them take a picture with my sign in their hand, okay? I'm solidifying the commitment because buyers sometimes have remorse, okay? So I'm solidifying it. I'm basically taking a picture of them, plus I'm doing the video. Then I'm going on Facebook and adding them as a friend. Then I'm tagging them as a friend, congratulating them, and all their friends are seeing that they just bought a house. There's no way my closing percentage has gone up way high because there's no way they're backing out of the deal or getting it because their friends know they just bought a house. They're so committed now, and I do it quick and take fast action, and I don't wait. I do it right when I get in the car. I don't leave that house until it's done. Nice. That's the urgency that we create in our agents and to do that type of stuff. So that's what I've been doing, these 2 products. And like I said, if you need my information, I'll drop my phone number in there. You can text me. I can send you all this information. But these have been 2 products that have made me tons of money this year.
So wow. I'm going to let's see. Did I share screen? It was canceled. All right. I don't know how to share screen, but I'm going to all right. Okay. Let's see.
And I'm going to drop in the comments. Drop that in there for you guys. One of these quick page videos.
I don't know if I can't see what I'm doing here. Oh man, I was going to show you this. So there's a video. Oh, there you go. You can see it. Perfect. Let me go back to this. So this video right here, you can see this video, right?
No.
No, I don't see a video.
Or do you see do you see that?
No.
Oh man. Okay. So there's a video I did. It's called "What It's Really Like Moving to Texas," and so I'll have to figure out how to do that. I don't know how to do that yet. So there's a video I did called "What You Really Need to Know Moving to Texas." I just purchased a beach property, and so I was worried about getting content out. And there's a bigger thing here I'm going to talk about. I need to get a video out. I just need to get a video for that week. And so what I did is I just grabbed my camera. I have a nicer camera, a Sony a6500, but that's not what's important here. I could have used just a regular iPhone, right? Mm-hmm. I walked along the beach and I talked about how moving to Texas had changed my life. And part of it, I was like, hey, look, I'm going to talk about why I'm here at the beach because that's an important thing. And basically said, had I not moved to Texas from California, had I not made this move, had I not done these steps, I wouldn't be able to have this property. This property in California is a multi-million-dollar property. And here I could buy it less than $200,000. And now I have this. So people love that video. I get a lot of messages from that video. So the point of that story is that you don't have to be super creative. And this is a YouTube video, right? You don't have to be super creative with your content. You just have to be honest. And you don't have to have all the most amazing bells and whistle equipment. Just do video. Just do video. Use your iPhone. There's a little Rode mic you can get. It's really small, and it'll plug in the back of your iPhone and help a little bit with the audio. You know, lav mic. I mean, for a couple $100 of products, just like using that handheld device, the Osmo, all of those little things help, but they're not super expensive, right? They don't break the bank. You don't need a $2,000 camera. You don't need fancy equipment, because really and why your videos do so well in the capacity they do is because it's you and a camera, and people love that. So I'm going to end kind of the video segment of this, and I want to ask you guys a question, y'all, a question.
Can I say one thing real quick?
Yeah.
In the video segment?
Sure.
Anybody that's watching this, I want you to understand video, I think, or I know, okay, and it's been this way for a while, but you're going to see, and I would say in the next 12 to 24 months, okay, your live streams, your Facebook, your Instagram, it's all going to be video. So if you're in business, in any type of business, doesn't matter if it's real estate. I saw a question from a lender. You know, a lender was asking, hey, how can we get video out there? How can that help a lender? Well, if you get video out there and it's about good content, and you're out there trying to help others, okay, you're a big part of real estate, being a lender. And I tell you what, if I saw a lender that was out there hustling as much as I hustle, and I see others out there hustling, guess what? I'm going to contact that lender and go, hey, I want to go ahead and give you my business because you're on the same level of hustle that I'm on. So just remember, don't get left behind, because no matter what, just turn on the camera and start recording. And if you mess up, it's okay. Then they know you're normal. You want to put that out there.
Yeah. Christina Smallhorn said, I totally sucked at the beginning. She's got like 60,000 subscribers on YouTube. She's making just from YouTube a month. She's making a good living just from YouTube a month. And she sells home on top of that. So that's the one thing. Once you get monetized on YouTube, that's super helpful. It might not break the bank for some people. I know for me, I monetize, and it's not a lot of money. Trust me, I need to stay at my real estate job. But okay, so I got a question for both of you. So recently, both of you made a move to Real. Sondra's got the